What up, King Cobra fam? Happy Father's Day. We are live on the YouTube channel with a video response. Yes. What up, King Cobra fam? Happy Father's Day. We're doing a video response because that's what's up. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Yes, when I get my next album done, I'm going to buy my dad a bloody fucking Red Lobster gift card. Most definitely. What's up, tubes? Hope you're all doing just fantastic. Thank you, Jesse Ryan. I appreciate that. I figured the fans would like that. Isaiah Butterfield. Fat phobia in the bedroom must stop. Okay, I was checking to see what I could do for a video response. I watched about 5-10 minutes of this video and I was like, holy fucking shit, we're doing a video response. Now, if you want to get your dad something for Father's Day, might I recommend Tactical Soap. Links in the description box below. Using coupon code King Cobra and the affiliate link will help you get 15% off your next order. Most definitely. What's up? Instead of buying your dad a boring ass tie or world's greatest dad shitty fucking coffee mug, get your dad some Tactical Soap. Yes. Now, I've gotten my dad Tactical Soap before. His favorite that I can tell so far is Maverick Ocean Breeze. And if your dad's got a righteous beard, get him some of that God of War beard oil, that cologne to go with it, legit. And he'll be smelling sexy for his wifey. Or maybe he doesn't have a wife and he's trying to pick up on some ladies. And that'll help him improve his game. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? All right. Irrelevant to the point, but we got some Coors Banquet beer to celebrate the occasion. And yes, thank Lucifer, I'm not a father. I don't even want kids or a wife until I've built my dream house, at which point then I could safely say my kid would have a big house to grow up in. They'd be spoiled rotten and well taken care of. Knocking on my bedroom door like, Daddy, Daddy. What? Can we ring the bells in the clock tower? Can we? Huh? Can we? Yes, give me a second. I'm serious. I wouldn't want kids or a wife until I built my clock-towered mansion, at which point I know I'd have enough money to take care of and raise and spoil my kids and my wife rotten. Yes, it's the truth. You already know, like, hey, look, Cobra made Demon Spawn and he built his clock-towered mansion. Oh, shit. Yes. Coors Banquet Beer. I'm Sam Elliott. Grab a Coors Banquet Beer made from Rocky Mountain spring water. Roadhouse.
G'day, ladies and gentlemen, the Bucksman here, and here's a hypothetical for you. If you are at a bar, or you're on Tinder, or you see a lady across the way and she gives you this look, and then you know that she's interested in you.
I want to say something that George Bruno said on his channel last night, and it clicked a light in my head. Women are the gatekeepers to sex. Men are the gatekeepers to a relationship. And if I told you that women had a higher sex drive than men, you'd say, Cobra, you're full of shit. Then why is it that when women hit that special time of their life known as menopause, their sex drive goes through the fucking roof? Think about that for a second. And when it comes to dating, women and men are put underneath the same goddamn pressures as each other. Now, if you're some lady who hasn't had kids or a husband by the time you're 30 or 40 years old, the world just craps on you and says you're a loser, you're pathetic. If you're a dude and you're in your 30s and you haven't had a woman in 3 to 4 years, society looks at you like you're a fucking loser. And it's like, no, dude, screw that. Okay? Having a girlfriend and a wife and sex and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's a natural part of life. You're taking something natural and forcing it. On a side note, GTA 5 Online for the PlayStation 3/Xbox 360 is being shut off on December 16th or the 15th or whatever. And I'm like, Rockstar North, what the hell? So if you've been playing GTA 5 on your Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3 for ages, you spent ages building up your characters, creating sick death matches. Well, that's just too goddamn bad. Now, I'm a little salty about that because I love playing Clock Tower of Terror. And I finally got both of my characters on GTA 5 Online past level 100. And it wasn't easy, mind you. I finally got these sick-ass cars in my garage. I love playing Clock Tower of Terror and Storm the Beach. So yes, I'm going to be playing GTA 5 Online on my PlayStation 3 for as long as I can until they shut it off. And then at that point, it's just like, fuck. Now, if I wanted to play Clock Tower of Terror now, outside of that, it'd have to be GTA 5 verified, which would be sick as shit if you could climb into the clock tower. And look, there's a sawed-off side-by-side shotgun right underneath the bell. You grab it, you climb out of the clock tower, and some dickhead's trying to spray you with a Gatling gun but misses. I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to be narcissistic, but I love playing Clock Tower of Terror. It's a fun death match. And yeah, check that shit out on GTA 5 Online for the PlayStation 3, because it's bullshit. Fucking Rockstar North is taking that. And I don't see why they can't just keep it for the PlayStation 3/Xbox 360. Because there are people out there who can't afford. It's the truth. There are people out there who can't afford a new system. Like, I'm a minimalist. Okay, even if my PS3 freezes up or the game lags, if it still works, I'm going to play it. It's the truth. I don't believe in having the newest and the best of things just for the sake of having it. It's like, look at me and how rich I am. Fuck that. I would have gotten my dad a Father's Day gift, but Etsy kind of fucked me on that. I made like $400 and I only got 200 of it. Unless they're keeping that shit to keep my page open, that's the only reason that I would accept that, to be honest. But that's all right, because I'm about to release a brand new album, Rebel Revolution. I just got done writing a song about drinking beer. So yeah, there you go. Excuse me. No, I'll write songs on my phone and it's bloody good.
But there's one problem. She is fucking enormous.
That's not really a problem. No, I sympathize with women on this issue just because women are put to a higher beauty standard than men. If you're the gatekeeper to sex, no man's gonna want to fuck you if you're not his type, and that's the truth for men. Like, no one cares if you're the gatekeeper to a relationship. You know, if she or he's not your type or they're not your type, it's just not gonna happen. And I know how frustrating that is. You will find adults you share a lot in common with. They're totally your type. They're the kind of fucker you would date. But they're not going to show you any interest. They might friend zone you. Now, the friend zone is so much different for guys than it is for chicks. Now, to quote Terrence Popp, it's the truth. Like, when a dude gets friend zoned, he gets all the crappy parts about the relationship and none of the sex. She'll expect you to buy her dinner, or maybe you'll buy her dinner, you'll buy her clothes, you'll buy her cigarettes, you'll buy her beer, you'll give her gas money. And it shouldn't be about having sex, to be honest. If you want to do a nice thing for someone, you should be able to do that without being told, well, you're simping because you're not getting laid. And it's like, dude, screw you. I dig this chick. Like, and trust me, okay, when you are friend zoned, do not take it as a punishment. If anything, legit, you have another female friend. Which, believe me, when you haven't had sex in 3 years, you'll appreciate having a female friend. Even if she doesn't fuck you or touch you or cuddle you or any of that shit, legit, you'll have someone to talk to that's of age, you know what I'm saying? You and your buddies are out at the pub or out at the bar having a drink, and you see a cute chick you want to talk to. But golly gee willikers, you don't have the courage to do it. You can't man up and just go over there and be like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? You got to lay your game down, god damn it. That's when your female friend says, I got you. Because chicks can talk to other chicks, you know what I'm saying? Yes. The same can be said for the women in the audience today. Like, if you're single and you're a chick and you've been friend zoned by a bunch of dudes, that's the thing of it. We need to be able to make friends with the opposite sex without it being about sex. You dig what I'm saying, YouTube? And here's the thing of it, dog. If you're at a bar and a chick's giving you the I want to fuck you eyes, and she's not your type, let her down gently. That's all I ask. Like, I can't tell you how many times I wish women would have let me down gently in my lifetime, but they didn't. And no, I experienced double standards at an early age, even before I was old enough to realize what it was. That makes any sense.
He's extremely obese. I'm not talking about a little bit of chub. I'm not talking about eating a snack pack or 2 or 3 the night before. If she comes over to you or slides into your DMs or messages on Tinder and says to you, hey mate, how you going? Can I sit on your face?
I'll tell you what. You get to the point where, like, you don't care if she's a little bit overweight, as long as she's of age and clean and she shows interest. Fat chicks are like a scooter. They're fun to ride, but you don't want to be seen in public with them. Yes. Oh, did I mention I was going to be super ripe with boyish attitude in this video? Yes. Now, I'm not here to discriminate against anybody, but the fat movement doesn't exist for men, and I'm a little salty about it. Just a little salty. Like, you're either a hairy dad bod, happy Father's Day to all the awesome dads out there, or you have a six-pack abs. You're either a Chad Thundercock with his ripped abs, or you're just a fucking fat piece of shit. No one legitimately says, hey, mate, you're a dude, and you got a bunch of hair on your stomach, and that's just all right, man. That's just how your body works. You know what I'm saying? Because men don't need a fucking body positivity movement. We don't. Society doesn't pressure us to look good. Women pressure us to look good because they get pressured to look good, and that's the fucking truth. And to a degree, society, yes, society does pressure men with the same pressures. But if a dude tried legitimately calling into Calvin Klein and saying, your ads don't represent all men in our body types, they tell you to shut the fuck up.
Which is an amazing line. Make sure you use it every time, ladies. It's just write it down right now. What are you called if you
Shit on my face, he says.
say no because she's overweight? I'll answer that for you right now. You're a bigot. You're a pig. You're a cis white piece of shit. How fucking dare you, you piece of shit scum? Anyway, yeah.
That's the fucking truth, dude. Why is it? And this is no offense to anyone, regardless of your weight size, but why is it that if a dude rejects you, the woman, for being too fat, he's body shaming, but if she rejects you because you're too fat and you're a dude, no one says shit except, hey, mate, maybe you want to go to the gym and work that off. I'll tell you what, my wife said you should get a six-pack. And maybe I'd fuck you. So you know what I did? I went to the liquor store. No respect. I'll tell you what. The other day I asked my... Yes, and long live fucking Ozzy fucking Osbourne. I'm one of his biggest fans, to be honest. And he's also a father and a grandfather at that. That's crazy, man. Coors Banquet Beers. No, that's the truth. Like, that's why Love and Vanity, my last album, goes hard, because it fucking points out the hypocrisy of the dating scene. And I'm like, this is why the Me Too movement was created. If you're not allowed to shame women for being fat, then you shouldn't be allowed to shame men for it either. That's called gender equality, which women seem to be super crazy about. But half the time it feels like women are only crazy about gender equality when it's convenient for the female sex. You know, kind of like when if a man gets raped, no one says, you poor thing, we'll fucking find the sick bitch who did it. Fuck rape. Fuck chimos. It's the truth. No one's going to sit there and say, hey, we'll catch the sick fuck who did this. If you're a man, they're like, how is it rape? All men want is sex. Fuck you to the moon.
Makes you a chauvinist, it makes you sexist, it makes you a fat phobe, it makes you a horrible person.
And that's the bitch of it. If you reject a chick for being too fat, it makes you a fat phobe and a sexist and a piece of shit bigot, white cis male piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. Why is it always you're a white male? Why is my skin color always an issue with this? I think a lot of people have said that about different situations, but I'm not complaining because it could be worse given the circumstances. There we go. Circumstantial is not even a word. What the fuck, Cobra? Yes. But when one of these chicks starts complaining because she gets rejected for being a little fluffy, that thing has a name. I'm such a Harry Potter fan, yes. 420 points for Slytherin.
Because you turned her down because she lives in a bigger body.
Hey, bestie!
Meanwhile, the fat chick that you turned down has the highest standards, too. This is the truth. This fat chick probably wants a dude with some washboard abs that bakes a mean German chocolate cake and eats her pussy like a lesbian while he fucking bakes the cake and she's sitting there eating it and he's underneath the table lapping that shit up like a horny hound dog, eating her pussy out like a lesbian while she eats that chocolate cake, treats her like a goddess. Oh, trust me, a lot of fat chicks would be all over that shit like stank on rice. My point being is, if you're of a certain type and you have high standards yourself, you can't bitch when other people have high standards too. No, it's the truth. I don't get pissed off at women for having standards because honestly, I have them too. You want to reject me because, you know, my trolls are assholes and I'm a balding boglum? Well, that's your loss, to be honest. I know what I'm worth in the dating scene. I know how attractive I am, so there you go. Get your dad some tactical soap this Father's Day. That's most definitely what the fuck is up, YouTube. Well, let's say your dad's never heard of tactical soap. Like, what the fuck is this shit? You get him a bar of it legit and be like, yeah, man, this shit'll make things, yeah, what you want. Like, do you know how awesome it is when I walk into the goddamn liquor store and there's a female standing in the liquor store line next to me and she catches a whiff of my Bond tactical soap and she's like, oh, that goth dude smells good. Yes. Dude, tactical soap kicks ass. Okay, I can't stop raving about it enough. You want to smell like a rock star, get yourself some of that soap. Link, description box below. I mean, when you're getting rejected by women for the same issues you have, i.e. high standards, you're pissed about it, but at the same time, it's like, well, women and men are just like each other, so why am I complaining? You start to understand the dynamic of things.
You're wrong. Having a preference is something like, I'm looking for a partner who likes kayaking or wakes up early in the morning. But when your preference preferences exclude an entire group of marginalized people. That's
You're pissed off because nobody wants to ride that waterbed of yours. Aw. Speaking out of context, this fat chick that I see on the YouTube here, I could tell she's definitely of age. And yeah, I'd treat her to a good night, to be honest. Oh God, if fat chicks start looking good, you need to get laid. Which I scratched that because it's not a need, it's a want. You know what I'm saying? No, in all fairness, though, YouTube, to be honest, you wouldn't call me an asshole at this point, but it's the goddamn truth. Okay, even the women who are quote-unquote fat have standards too. And it's the truth. And she wants to sit there and bitch because some dude won't fuck her because she's a little overweight. Honey, stop girl guilting us. Okay, hashtag girl guilting, G-I-R-L guilting. And fucking find you a man who likes fat chicks and get over it. It's the fucking truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get to fucking get away with this crap as a man. If a fucking chick rejects me, I can't sit there and throw the biggest fit and say, why, you don't like autistics? Well, you're insensitive to us autistic retards, you know? I don't get to say that shit. Because if I did, she'd be like, excuse me, you can't handle being told no, and you can go fuck yourself. Come back home, and it's like, okay, chatterbait females. Right there, she's hot, click. God damn it, she's hot. He told me to go fuck myself. Then you want to call me a loser for jacking off to bikini try-on hauls on YouTube? That's better than being a sick fuck rapist. So go fuck yourselves. Because I would rather jack off to like Kendra Rowie or Holly Wolf than be a fucking sicko, to be honest. It's fucking...
That's problematic. Okay.
God damn it, I clicked on the wrong fucking...
So,
Son of a bitch! I meant to hit stop and I clicked on the fucking
you
link.
took my masterclass.
Fuck.
And learned to make egg toast really good. Delicious. That's cool.
Hey, that's not nice. That's not a preference.
Shh. That Chef Gordon Ramsay is awesome, chef. That's not a preference. I guarantee you this chick's gonna have preferences, even if she doesn't think they're unrealistic. There's gonna be one motherfucker out there, I guarantee you, has the opinion that says, jeez, you're unrealistic with your standards.
If you lump all fat people in one group together as though they are not very different individuals, that's fat phobic.
No, here's how it really goes down. If you don't like to date fat people, that's your choice. As long as you don't go out of your way to harass them just because they are fat, there's a difference, honey. Now, like, I'm one to talk because we've all seen my cooking videos. I think my favorite cooking video to date would have to be my chicken Alfredo that I made with the bacon and the chips and the ranch dip and the 4-cheese Alfredo sauce and the white wine and the beer cooked noodles. Holy fucking shit, that was good. Like, you don't even fucking know. The first bite I took of that, it was like, oh. In fact, when you see the cooking videos like the chicken Alfredo video that I did, legit, that's the kind of shit I would cook for my date. It's fancy, it's delicious. We're having a couple of drinks, we're socializing. Yes. Now, at this point, you kind of feel bad for this chick on TikTok. What's her fucking name? Lex in... I can't even fucking read that shit. Okay, legit, you feel bad for her because we've all been there, done that, burnt the t-shirt. You get rejected because people are shallow. Well, who would have thunk it? Okay, join the fucking club, sweetheart. I've gotten rejected by every chick I've liked since 4th grade because women are just as shallow as men. And the second I acknowledge their existence, depending on if they're creeped out by you, it's like, go get away from me, you creep. But I think it's funny because I grew up to become a famous fucking YouTuber. All these chicks who rejected me when I was younger are going, I should have given him a chance. He's famous now. Shit. You only want to give me a chance. You only say that shit because I'm famous. Like, you don't give a fuck about me or my emotions or my needs and wants. You're only saying I feel bad about rejecting Josh because I'm famous now and you're not. And you want a taste of that sweet life.
Just like lumping all black people in one group and saying, I don't like black people is
Cracker, shut the fuck up. Okay, this was the moment in the video I was like, okay, we're doing a video response. Listen here, you dumb fucking bitch. The oppression that African Americans have faced is nothing compared to your white bitch ass fucking oppression. Just because you got rejected for being too fat does not mean you get to compare that to the oppression of black people, you ignorant cunt. Let me guess. You got a bunch of skinny motherfuckers saying you need to sit in the back of the bus because you're fat. I'll wait. No. Go ahead, I'll wait. You're gonna fucking tell me that you got rejected for being fat and that pisses you off, and now you're gonna try to make some mental gymnastics comparisons to this shit. God damn it. Now, to be fair, getting rejected sucks. Like, my curse is I have a thing for chicks that are way the fuck out of my league. Or should I say 4 times harder than myself? I have a thing for hot chicks, okay? Sue me. If you would have seen some of the chicks I was crushing on growing up, holy shit. No, you know what I'm saying? I'm a ballsy motherfucker that I am. No, it's the truth. Like, I can remember being in 4th grade and having a crush on this chick named Daily Perucci. And this chick, holy shit, dude. When you're in 4th grade, it's like, damn, one of them Cali girls. That's what's... But she didn't want nothing to do with my ass. In fact, everyone bullied her for me crushing on her. And if I had any idea that she went through that crap, I would have kept that to myself and been a little bit more reserved about my opinions. To be fair, I encountered that crap in Valley too, to be honest. Like, shit. You know, every chick I crushed on in high school and junior high got so much crap from my fellow students because it's like, oh, Sandra's likes you. The autistic likes you.
Racist.
You fucking retarded or something? That ain't fucking right.
Remember, ladies and
How fucking racist do you have to be, YouTube? To sit there and say, like, oh, yes. You're going to compare the struggles of being overweight and being rejected because you're overweight to the segregation of blacks. Holy fuck, you cannot make stupid like this up. I need a beer. Yes. It is what it is. Like, you want a bitch? Okay, there are dudes out there who get rejected for being fat as well. There were dudes that go out to the bar to grab a drink and try to pick up on some chicks, and they get rejected by the chicks for being too fat as well. But here's the difference. Us guys don't have a fucking body positivity movement like you women do. So who's really complaining? Okay. Got some text message on my phone. They're like, why are you trying to copy Dame Drops? I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to copy him necessarily. Although I dig Dame Drops, his camera persona, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, him and Badlands Chugs, mostly healthy reviews. It's just certain YouTubers, they bring that persona to YouTube, and it's just the energy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's great. Dame Drops kicks ass, bruh. I'm not trying to copy his style, but when I seen Dame Drops do a review of that pizza, and a bunch of other YouTubers doing it, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna jump on this bandwagon, son. You filmed the bomb-ass Little Caesars pizza review for YouTube I did. I'm like, you want to see how stringy this cheese is? Oh my god, YouTube. It's the truth.
gentlemen, and you need to know this. If you're a man, you're not allowed to have a preference. Preferences are sexist, racist, and everything else. But
yes, that's the truth. If you're a man, you're not allowed to have preferences because that's sexist and racist and whatever else. But women are not allowed to have sex without being judged. So as pissed off as you are about being man-shamed because you like chicks with big titties and a nice, curvy, skinny waist, think about how women feel on this issue, to be honest.
and here's the big fat but. If you're a lady and you see a big fat man on the other side of the room, a big fat fuck off man, and he's giving you the look, and he comes over and says, hey, can I go down on you? And you say no because you're not attracted to him because he's the size of a house. I'll tell you what you are if you're a woman. You're brave, you're strong, you're powerful, you know what you want, you're a strong, independent, proud, brave fucking lady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the goddamn truth. You're strong and brave and empowering. If you're a woman who rejects a man for being too fat. What does it tell you about our society? That we're encouraging women to be fat and men to not be fat, and therefore, like, somehow like, this is fuck, dude. That makes my head hurt. My point being is, if you want true gender equality, ladies, then you're a fucking slut piece of shit for rejecting him for being fat. You dig? No, Josh, it doesn't work like that. See, because why? Because women are the only ones with a body positivity movement, and we're all supposed to feel sorry for women because society's fucking beauty standards are unrealistic. Men go through the same crap. Okay, so don't expect me to feel sorry for you. To a degree. I do feel sorry enough because I sympathize with it. Men sympathize. No. No, it's the goddamn truth, YouTube. If you're a man and you don't have a six-pack abs, people look at you like you're disgusting. Like, oh, God. He's got a beer gut.
See the slight difference there? When it comes to fat phobia, it only affects women because fat women are powerful, beautiful, strong, and wonderful, and fat men are just fucking fat. It's one of the many reasons I have a
That's the problem with our society, yo. Is when fat women are being seen as powerful, brave, strong, and etc's, where fat men are being seen as disgusting. And you want to bitch about it, fellas. Welcome to what women have had to deal with for centuries, it seems like. For centuries, women have had to fucking deal with the stereotypes that women have to deal with. You have to be petite and slender and hourglass figure. So for like the last several centuries, women have had to face this sort of oppression. And now that men are getting a taste of their own fucking medicine, even though the men today had no control over what the men of yesterday did. It's like, well, this fucking sucks. Why am I, the innocent motherfucker, getting punished because some motherfucker from the past treated you like shit? That's kind of unfair. And you want to make that argument, it's like, you want to talk about unfair. All the racist, sexist, misogynistic bullshit in our society, that's unfair.
problem with the body positivity movement. Now, before I go on with the actual reason I made this video, stick around for it. I just wanted to let you know this. This video is brought to you by Night Shift the Movie. Available now on Amazon Prime. This is an absolute classic Australian film. Night Shift is a movie that I promise you will thoroughly enjoy. It's a great comedy. You'll be laughing the entire time. But it's more than just a comedy. It makes you think. You enjoy it. You can relate to some of the issues that people have in it. And by and large, the best part about it is it has a heart and a soul, and it'll make your belly laugh as well. Night Shift the Movie is a story of two brothers, Des and Bobby, who ooze a bit of bogan, a little bit of ocker, and a healthy mix of ingenuity. Unfortunately, they lose their mother, a devastating moment for absolutely anyone, but with that, and on the back of that, they have a threat from the bank to take their family home because they've been unable to maintain the payments. The boys are then put between a rock and a hard place and forced to come up with answers and cash. What will they do? What would anyone do? Turn to a life of crime, of course. The problem is they're bloody terrible at it. I really enjoyed this movie, and I tell you what, it gets 9.5 out of 10 bearded butt smarts. It was a bloody great movie, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And by checking out the link down below and going and watching it now, you will be supporting the Australian indie film scene. And those guys, particularly after the Rona and all that type of stuff, they need our support. So go and get behind them. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear your favorite quote from the movie in the comment section below. Check out the link, and thank you very much to Night Shift the Movie for sponsoring this video and bringing it to the people. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is one place in everyone's home where they should be absolutely comfortable all the time, and that is the bedroom, the boudoir. It's a place for sleeping, for snoozing, for relaxing, for trying to see how many fucking golf balls you can fit in your foreskin. Well, maybe that's just me, but it's also the place where the sexy time happens. Now, when it comes to sexy time, if there's any virgins watching this, hello, you poor little things. It is a very intimate moment, obviously. You both have to be very relaxed with one another. You need to make each other feel comfortable.
That's kind of the truth. Like, if you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever you're into, good on you, mate. As long as they're not children, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, even, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're old enough for each other and it's clean and consensual, like, even if it's not clean, that's your personal choice, and that's the risk you take with doing that sort of shit. But legit, like, as long as they're old enough for you and it's consensual and you've given them consent, then who cares? They give you consent, you give them consent, you work for each other. That's just how it is. Like,
all right, and that is very important. There is no time for shaming one another. Do not bad shame. Do not dick shame. Do not body shame.
mm-hmm. Preach to the choir. It's like if you fat shame a woman, you're a piece of shit, right? Even if you're not going out of your way to fat shame people, that's just not your type. But like the second you pull down your pants, like, yeah, look what I'm working with, and your little of-age companion for the night says, oh my God, that's the tiniest fucking dick I've ever seen. And she's sitting there laughing at your ass. But the second you make fun of her for having small titties or a flat ass, you're the piece of shit. No, it's fucking mind-blowing just how hypocritical the fucking sexes are to each other. It's enough to make me want to, well, you know, drink. People suck. I need a beer. Yes. You want to get yourself a Cobra shirt? Check out Teespring. Woo woo. Because we've all had that feeling. People suck. I need a beer. Buying merchandise, great way to support the channel, and you get a sick shirt in the process. Fuck yes.
I've been dick shamed, and it broke my little moist heart. I was entering.
Of course it does, dude. Of course, personally speaking, I've never been dick shamed. Yeah. But to the dudes who have been dick shamed, I'm sorry you had to go through that. Women don't realize how fucking hypocritical they're being about that shit. Because if you were to fucking shame her for her tit size, or her fucking hips being too fat, or her stomach having it, you fucking shame her for being fat, you're a piece of shit. But she can shame you for your dick size, and that's just, well, fuck off. That's just how it is. Fuck you.
A lady once during the throes of passion, and I pushed one in, and she went like this. She went, ow. And I went, what's wrong? She said, sorry, it just hurt a little bit. And I said this, ladies and gentlemen. I said the dumbest thing I've ever said in my whole fucking life. I said, oh, is it too big? She laughed at me. She looked me deep into my soul and laughed at me. It broke my heart and I cried.
Now, women are very sensitive and they're vajayjays, to be honest. So even if it's not big enough or if it's too big or too small, like, fuck. I don't know how women do it, to be honest. I really fucking don't know how women do the shit that they do. Just when you think, okay, the sex is crap, the fucking sexist crap that women have to go through. On top of that, Mother Nature. Fuck that. Ridiculous. It comes a magical time in a woman's life. Yeah, okay, we're not going to have that conversation. If you see a single dude in the store buying pads and tampons and shit for his woman, three things. One, he's either a single dad and his daughter just had her first period and he's freaking out. Two, his girlfriend feels like a fat piece of shit. She doesn't want to go out in public because she feels bloated. So she makes him do it because, yeah, yes. It's number three, you're a mama's boy and your mom is still going down there. No.
Out of my penis? No, I didn't. No, not at all. I cried out of my fucking eyes.
Are you sweating out of your eyes?
No, I'm just crying. Thanks, I needed that.
I'm sitting on a green stage where they can put anything they want behind me later. So maybe you got.
Anyway, point being, we should.
The point being is the genders need to be nicer to each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the goddamn truth. The genders need to be nicer to each other. Some Coors Banquet and some Mountain Spew. Are we doing a Cobra's Mist with Coors Banquet beer? I think we are, yes. We got ourselves a little shandy. Drink until you're dandy. Yes. There we go, people. That's the goddamn truth. Like, if you, ladies, if you don't want someone shaming you for your body, then don't shame someone else for theirs. If it's not your type, then politely decline. And if you've been declined, politely, of course, respectfully leave. Like, and sure, you might be pissed because you're not getting laid that night. You were sure of a good thing, and it's like, fuck, it wasn't what you thought it was going to be. Oh, well, you'll find someone who will appreciate you for the size you have. Sure, you might have some dickhead motherfucker who's just like, oh my goodness gracious, your dick is small. well, your tits are small or whatever. And it's like, well, fuck you to the moon. That's just how I was made. And if they don't appreciate your size, then go for someone who does. And don't be in a rush to expose that kind of thing to the opposite sex. You gotta make the opposite sex work for it. You feel me, YouTube? You feel me? You gotta make women work for that shit. Okay, men, you're the gatekeepers to a relationship, whereas women are the gatekeepers of sex. Therefore, you make each other work for it. I'm gonna piss off a lot of people with this video. Yes.
You all feel comfortable in the bedroom. And I found the perfect article all about this. And guess what? It was on fucking Vice again. Jesus Christ, these people have helped me out with the content recently. Fat phobia exists. And it's especially bad in the bedroom.
Okay, no one's gonna deny that fat phobia exists because there are some people who go out of their way to discriminate against fat people. And it's pretty disgusting to just judge somebody based off of their body weight, to be honest. That's a pretty horrible fucking reason to discriminate against somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't judge people for nothing but their character, who they are as a person. Outside of everything else, it's like, I don't give a fuck if you're black, you're fat, you're skinny, you're white, you're polka dot, whatever. Fuck all that.
A girl at uni asked me if I wanted to recreate Bruce Bogtrotter's scene in Matilda, where he's forced to eat the whole chocolate cake. This is a great scene. And honestly, what...
Matilda, yes, that was one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid. Yes. Fucking Matilda. Or she has powers and she just fucking, yeah, you know the movie. You know the fucking Danny DeVito as her dad. You know the fucking movie. You know the fucking movie, YouTube. Principal Trunchbull with her fucking horse riding crop and being like, fresh meat. If you don't know the fucking movie, you're probably too young for me. This is true. They say humans only use a small portion of their brains. Yes.
What a great thing to do in the bedroom. Make your partner eat as much chocolate cake until they nearly spew. I guess the only people that are doing this are Germans. You think about the things they're fucking into. It goes pissing on each other, fart porn, and then Bruce Bogtrotter. When...
It's the fucking truth. I say, Butterfield, that's the truth. Like, it's one thing if, like, you and your other half, like, you bake a mean German chocolate cake that's so fucking good, it just makes you bust a nut when you take that first bite. Like, oh my fucking God, my dopamine receptors. That is some good chocolate cake. Okay, if you are forcing your other half to shove cake down their fucking throat while you watch, like, some sick fucking weirdo, it's like, okay. Like, if you're into, like, watching fat people eat, I mean, good on you, I guess, but it's... You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you're into, like, fart porn, too. Like, I've seen that shit. I think farts are funny as fuck, so I'm just like, there's no way this is a category. And I Googled it one day, and it's legit a category. Shit you not. There are videos of women fucking masturbating and ripping ass and saying shit like, "Oh yeah, baby, you like my steamy wet farts?" And then she rips one out. "I made that nice and juicy just for you." And I couldn't stop laughing. Holy shit! I'm like, there are people who jack off to this? What the fuck is this shit? What? This is like, dude, no, you can't take it seriously. Like, the chick is super hot and she's ripping ass, and you're just like, what the fuck am I watching? This is hilarious. No, that's just one of those things where you can't take it seriously. When people hear the term fat phobia, many likely start to think of the run-of-the-mill jokes and jabs so often directed at folks in bigger bodies. What a fucking whale. She's such a fat pig. Hey, listen. Okay, I got something to say. Don't judge people based off of their weight, their color, or any of that shit. You judge them on how they treat motherfuckers. You feel me on that, YouTube? I don't judge people based off of nothing but how the way they treat me and other people. I could give 4 fucks less if you're fat, overweight, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to judge people, dude. I get judged all the fucking time because we live in a judgmental society. Scratch that, we live in a judgmental, hypocritical society. Yes.
People hear the term fat phobia, many likely start to think of the run-of-the-mill jokes and jabs so often directed at folks in bigger bodies. What a whale, she's such a fat pig. Actually, when I think of fat phobia, I think of woke people who are too fucking lazy to lose weight. Fat phobia also...
To be fair, Isaac Butterfield, sometimes it's not because they're too lazy to lose weight. There are legitimately people who can't. They're born fat. They're going to be fat their whole life. No amount of diet and exercise will help them lose weight. They tried everything, keto diet, being vegan. Shit. They tried everything. It don't work. And could you imagine being so frustrated with the way you look? All your doctors are fucking telling you, hey, love, you need to lose some weight. You're a fat piece of shit. And you're sitting there going, I'm trying, but food is delicious and I was born this way. Yeah, leave me alone. I'm not here to fucking judge people for being fat or black, white, whatever, somewhere in between. Who gives a shit? Okay, if you're a decent human, I don't give a fuck what you look like. If you're a decent motherfucker, then cool, good on you.
So is when fat people prepare to board an aeroplane, you gotta prepare, never knowing if it'll end up with them next to someone who verbally berates them for taking up too much space.
Okay. That is the goddamned truth, YouTube. To an extent. Okay, whether you're riding in the backseat of a car or on a fucking airplane, and you got some fat fuck who's just taking up all the seats, and you're just like, it's going to be uncomfortable. You might get squeezed into some tight spaces, but you make it work, because what's the point of belittling someone just because they're fat? No, seriously, what's the point in that? There is no fucking point. Like, if you were in their shoes, you'd fucking hate it. People staring at you like you're gross and disgusting, like, yeah. Belittling someone because they're fat, not because of the actions or the choices in which they treat other people. Fuck off.
Listen, none of that is nice, obviously. There are other things that affect fat people too, and they aren't nice either. But if you're going to get on a plane or a bus and you're a size of 2 planes or 2 buses, obviously people are going to have the shits. Particularly if you're next to me. I'm 6'8", I don't fit in these fucking seats anyway. So if your lard is overflowing onto my lap, I'm either going to have a spiffy or a problem. They sound like the exact same thing.
Marty Dan is scared and horny.
It can also show up in the bedroom though. From the person I nearly hooked up with who said, and this is marvelous, is it true that fat girls smell like cheeseburgers down there?
What?
Is it true it's overflowing onto my lap? I'm either going to have a spiffy or a problem. They sound like the exact same thing.
Marty Dan is scared and horny.
It can also
Okay, what the fuck is this shit? It can also show up in the bedroom from the person they nearly hooked up with who asked, is it true that fat girls smell like cheeseburgers down there? What the fuck is this shit? Well, fuck me, I love bacon cheeseburgers. So if that's the fucking case, you're gonna make me horny and hungry. You fucking asshole. Like, where's the beef? It's downstairs. Are you talking about her roast beef? Yes. Always, we have the meats. Hey, good on you, love. You want some of me horsey sauce?
show up in the bedroom though. From the person I nearly hooked up with who said, and this is marvelous, is it true that fat girls smell like cheeseburgers down there? It is true. It's also the worst Happy Meal of all time. Look, there's a toy inside. No, honey, it's Mummy's vibrator. The lady with the cheeseburger debacle went on to say to a dude who told my friend to guide him in because I don't think I'll be able to find it through the flab. Now that's
Yeah, bullshit. To a dude who told your friend to guide him because he didn't think he could be able to find her pussy through the flab. Yeah, you know, roll her in flour to find the wet spot. That's a really old joke, but it's not that hard, dog. If you know the female anatomy, it's not that difficult. Okay? Anyone who fucking makes jokes like that is fucking retarded. Everyone knows that a woman's vagina is between her legs. If you got a stomach that's hanging over that shit, okay, you lift it up and it's like, hey, I got a flapper. Yes. And sometimes when you're having that pussy in a couple of months and like you just need someone to fuck and it's of age and it's consenting and clean, you ain't gonna bitch if she's a little overweight. Because at this point, you're just like, what other options do I have? Like, you know what I'm saying? When you ain't seeing of-age chicks in your area and be like, oh, who's that guy? So sometimes you take what you can get and you don't throw a fit. That's the goddamn truth. Okay. But it's Father's Day, you motherfuckers. Get your dad some tactical soap for Father's Day. Help him smell sexy and irresistible for his wife. Or maybe his wife died and you're super bummed about it and you want to fucking help him get some pussy. So get yourself some tactical soap. Yes.
That's me. But also, if there's a doona cover covering the vaginal entry, and then it turns out not to be a doona cover, it's actually your fat gut, I think a lot of people are going to have an issue getting in there.
Yeah. Not really an issue. It's just like, lift up the flap, lift up the flapper, and give it a ball clapper. And you want a perfect fucking example of how people are put under pressure to look a certain way? Look at Hollywood. Jesus fucking Christ. Kanye West was all going off about, I didn't do this to look good for me or my wife, Kim. No, I did this to look good for y'all. And it's like, Kanye, bro, stop. Like, you want to look good for you or your wife, Kim? That's one thing. Do it for that. Don't look good because you want to look good for someone else other than yourself and your wife. You feel me on that? Dog.
Apparently, some people have to deal with skinny men who fetishize fat women in the bedroom. I get it. But everyone loves a jumpy castle. Why are you so serious?
Okay, like you want to fetishize being overweight. Well, you think that'd be a little bit better than being told, no, I'm not going to fuck you because you're too fat. I mean, let's be realistic. If you had a gentleman that wanted to fuck the shit out of you and treat you right because he has a fucking fetish for fat people and that's his kink, wouldn't that be a bit better than some fucking asshole saying, oh my God, look at you shoving McDonald's in your face, you fat piece of shit. Oh my God, you're fucking disgusting. Look at you. Ugh, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm not going whale hunting in the bedroom. So they call it going whaling? Yes. If you're a whale, you want to see my harpoon, missus? I'll show you my Moby Dick. See what it... Okay, stop, Cobra. My point being is, you shouldn't shame someone because they got small tits or a big ass gut or a busted ass face or they're not physically attractive or any of that shit. Who gives a fuck? If they're a decent person, then be respectful to them. Respect is a two-way street. Bloody hell.
As one man said, fat people are supposed to be jolly. Okay, that's pretty mean. It's a
That's a stereotype.
completely different stratosphere.
You tell me you be a fucking jolly fat bastard when you struggle to find clothes that fit. Everyone legit treats you like you're disgusting and like you're an inconvenience. Like, look at you taking up all the room. Yeah, you tell me that you'd be a jolly fat person if you had to deal with their struggles. And here's the thing of it. Some people actually have the ability to control whether or not they're fat. That's where the bitch of it comes into play. That's where the bitch of it comes into play, YouTube. It's like there are some people who can't control their fat. They're just, that's why the fat acceptance movement was created. It's for the motherfuckers out there who can't control it. That's just how they're born. No amount of diet or exercise, even if they cut out sweets and beer and bacon and all the delicious goodies of life. Yes, I'm a fat kid at heart. They're always going to be fat no matter what they do with their diet or their exercise. The whole fat acceptance movement was created to say, you know what? If you're a woman and you're overweight, it's okay. We'll still love you the same. That just shows you that, and I quote, the female form is worshipped in our society.
From garden variety misogyny. Surely it's not this bad. Here's a text message that was involved in this article. I bet your boy.
What the fuck?
It's a completely different stratosphere from garden variety.
It's a completely different stratosphere from garden variety misogyny. Jesus Christ. You ever stop and think the kind of pressure this puts on little ones? Like kids are growing up watching adults obsessing about their figure and being fat phobic, and this is why kids have eating disorders. That's the goddamn truth. Instead of being like, oi, you're growing up, you need to eat because your body's growing and changing constantly. Now they're fucking feeling self-conscious about it because the adults are self-conscious about their own bodies. That's the goddamn truth, YouTube.
Body misogyny. Surely it's not this bad. Here's a text message that was involved in this article. I bet your boyfriend doesn't say, but I'll tell you anyway. Oh, it's a
The text message. I bet your boyfriend doesn't say, but I'll tell you anyway. Fat chicks sweat and make a stink. Fucking from behind, it's rank. Ring the bell of smell, it's grand clang, 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 oh tang. Jesus Christ. Well, whoever texted that shit, let me tell you something, mate. When you have sex, it's going to leave a fucking smell. You're exchanging bodily fluids and shit. Okay? This is why sex is fucking gross. It's just mashing genitals together. It's no, dude. Fuck off. The fucking smell is horrible, dude. It smells like BO and fucking human odor. It's fucking disgusting, to be honest. It's the truth. Like, sex is gross, in my opinion. But that doesn't mean anything about my sexuality. That's just me being real with it. Sex is gross. You catch STIs, unwanted pregnancy, the fucking smell. It's like, can you fucking imagine the smell of it? It's just like, God damn it, that stinks. Oh my God, what is that? Suppose I'm saying that shit because I haven't had sex in 3 years. And even though a lot of of-age women want to fuck me, they're not making the effort to do it. And it's like, you say you want to fuck me, but it's like you're not showing, you're not just being like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's just being a total cock tease, basically.
Oh, how lovely. Fat chicks sweat and make a stank. Fucking from behind is rank. Ring the bell or smell. It's grand clang 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 o tang. I'm gonna get that tattooed on me back. Then he says this. You got anything else to contribute to the world other than a lot of fat ass gas?
Your songs are lame, bitch. You got anything else to contribute to the world other than a lot of fat ass gas? Jesus Christ. I gotta take a beer piss. Okay, bullying somebody just because they're fat, YouTube. That's fucked off. Like, no, dude, I don't agree with it. I got something to say to that asshole who texted that fucker. Do you got anything else to contribute to society other than fat shaming? Like Jesus fucking Christ. I got a couple people that I know in my life personally that are overweight or fat, as you would say it. And I'm tired of seeing people get treated like shit just because they're legit a little bit overweight. Who gives a fuck if they're fat? And that's not your shindig, personally speaking, on the dating scene. Then don't go after it. Okay? You get what you reap, YouTube. That's the fucking truth. Yes. Shout out to Peter King Dog Training and Sam the Raven. Yes. St. Peter King got himself a female friend. That's what's up. Yes. You find a woman that's old enough for you, like legitimately old enough for you, legally speaking and whatever, and you get along with her, that's the one you want to be with, dude. That's the truth. Like, if you look at that person and you're just like, oh my God, that's the sexiest motherfucker I've seen. And then, like, lo and behold, their personality aligns with yours. Yes. And no pressures, no rush, no worries, you know, I mean, shit.
I feel that's a good question, actually. I think that should be on every COVID form when you walk into a new country or a new state and you tick it off. You go, have you had any cold and flu symptoms? No. Have you had any close contacts with people with coronavirus? No. Have you got anything else to contribute to the world other than fat ass gas? Yes. But maybe it's not just misogyny. Maybe these ladies just need to pick who they deal with better rather than these fucking creeps on the internet. I had a one-night stand in my single years and he told me he was safer on top.
That's the goddamn truth. Okay, let me tell you something about fat chicks. Don't judge them for being fat, for one. And two, if you fuck them, unless you got a strong pelvis, you are safer on top. That's a great way to break your dick. It's the fucking truth. The little bone in your penis. Okay, you can break that shit. If the chick's too heavy for you, you can cause a pelvic fraction. That's legit. Okay? So yes, when it comes to certain people, sometimes you're just safer on top. You want to call me a shallow dickhead, but it's the goddamn truth. If you got a fucking chick who's a little bit lighter weight than you, to be honest, maybe she's a couple pounds less heavier than you are, you're fucking golden, dude.
Hey, this guy knows OH&S. When I lost my virginity, I told the guy that I was nervous about his...
Don't. Okay, so here's some chick legitimately complaining about this shit. Here's a chick who says that when she lost her virginity, she told the guy that she was nervous about him seeing her naked for the first time. He responded with, "Don't worry, I won't look." Jesus fucking Christ. Everyone feels self-conscious about their body in some way, shape, or form. That's just natural human nature, man. But Jesus fucking Christ, how about some sensitivity training? Like, dude, you want to get laid? At least make the woman feel sexy and confident while you're doing it. That way you both get something out of it. Because Lord knows your tiny ass dick ain't gonna get her off. Unless you pump faster. Yes. Of course you're going to want to look at her naked body when you're fucking her. It's just the goddamn truth. Like, hey! Personally speaking, when I'm about to fuck an of-age chick, I want to take her body in her face and be like, yes. And I fucked a couple chicks that were beneath my standards. They weren't the prettiest, but they were of age and they were clean. And it's like, hey man, we've all been there, done that, brought the t-shirts. But at the end of the fucking day, it's just like, can you really complain? If she's of age, if she's clean, if she shows general interest in you. Most guys are trying for years to get the fucking hottest chick they can. And they're forced to settle for less. Just like chicks are forced to settle for less. Think about it. A chick spends all her fucking time looking her prettiest and trying to find a man to marry and have kids with, and no man wants to fuck her, so she feels depressed about it. And when you start feeling depressed, you'll lower your standards to a degree. Like, they can be the ugliest motherfucker you've ever fucked, but as long as they're of age and clean and it's consensual, those are basically the 3 rules to getting some good pussy. You know what I'm saying? Of age, clean, and consensual. Like, Don't worry, I won't look. Who the fuck are you? Even if she's not your type, you gotta take time to appreciate the fact that you're about to get laid. Because there are motherfuckers in your position right now who wish they had the pussy you're getting right now, regardless of how attractive your woman is. And that's the goddamn truth. So even if your woman's not the prettiest, at least you're getting some. There are motherfuckers out there who wish they could be getting as much. Dude, you don't even know YouTube. Guys will systematically fuck up a good relationship they have just because they're idiots. Been there, done that, burnt the t-shirts. Or they'll say, I love you too soon and the shit, and it scares her off. Fuck. I was having relations with this one of-age chick. She just got out of an abusive relationship, and the sex was lousy, and he didn't really appreciate her. She got a taste of Cobra, and it's like, even though she wasn't into me fully like that, it gave her the confidence to be happier in life, and it fucking... She got a boyfriend who ended up treating her better than her last boyfriend. That's how it happens with chicks and dudes, to be honest. You'll encounter shitty dating partners. So you'll find a one-night sleaze hookup just to fucking get rid of the fucking taste.
Seeing me naked for the first time, he responded, "Don't worry, I won't look."
Which one of these is yours? I wish I knew what you were talking about.
Come on,
Fuck rape, YouTube. Fuck rape. Okay? If I hadn't got laid in a long enough time, I would save up for a fuck doll. No bullshit. If I was like 34, 35, 40 years old, and I haven't had sex in like years, I would do it. I would save up like $2,645, and I'd be done with it. I'm like, you want something to cuddle with. You don't want to catch STIs. You don't want to catch trauma or an unwanted pregnancy. It's just like shit. But it's not as good as the real thing. I'll tell you that right now. It's the goddamn truth. And there are dudes out there who are going through dry spells a lot longer than mine. So it's like, if I want a bitch because fucking you haven't had pussy in 3 years, boo fucking who?
even if she's gross, at least go. So this left me with a lot of questions. How do you actually have sex with a fat girl? Now, my first answer was...
All jokes aside, Mr. Isaac Butterfield, how do you have sex with a fat girl? Roll her in flour until you find the wet spot. To be fair, I got a bit of a gut from the fast food and beer consumption, so I got room to talk. But I'm not so fucking fat that it's legitimately obscuring the view of my dick. So I'm a little chunky, but I'm not like morbidly, you know what I'm saying? And even if you are, like, I'm not here to judge, dude. I'm just doing my thing, man.
Just have 30 beers. But then I thought maybe there's another answer to that. Turns out the people to answer that is also quite confused with this. How to have sex with a fat girl. There's more to this article than just talking about how to have sex. There's one hot tip. How to have sex with a...
There were articles like this: how to have sex with a fat girl, touch, and I cannot stress this enough, the FUPA. FUPA! I'm running that one SpongeBob SquarePants episode. Flupla! Sounds like a lot of flupa, doesn't it? Wrong! Hey, Patrick! Oh yeah, King Cobra JFS does voices, in case you were wondering. Like, what? He's doing SpongeBob's voice? What the fuck is this shit? Hey, Lois, look, it's a talking sponge. Hey, Patrick, I see Peter Griffin. That's just disturbing. You hear Cobra SpongeBob's voice, you're like, no, what the fuck? I've entered the weird part of the internet. Hey, Patrick, wanna go jellyfishing? Which that's a real fucking gas and a half. If I go to the bar to have a drink and I step outside to smoke a cigarette, and you got all the fucking female smokers just standing out there joining you, you're smoking your pipe, and all of a sudden you just bust out SpongeBob's voice. One of two things are going to happen. One, she's going to think you're a creep and a weirdo with like a weird cartoon obsession. Or two, she'll be like, that's funny as shit. And she'll want to talk to you. You're hoping for number two. Ain't that some shit?
The fat girl. There's more to this article than just talking about how to have sex. There's one hot tip that you all need.
Okay, how to have sex with a fat girl. It's pretty basic. You fuck her just like you would any other chick. You be respectful, you be delicate, you be a gentleman about this shit. It's not fucking rocket science, mate. The fucking fact of the matter is, there are women out there who get judged for being too opinionated or too fat. Meanwhile, there were good dudes. They were like, good God, there were dudes out there who fucking are just the same. It's the fucking truth. Like, there were dudes out there who have way too many opinions, and the second they say anything about their opinions, you're just mansplaining. And it's like, okay, but you want to bitch because dudes reject you for being too fat and too opinionated. Oh, well, quit crying about it, you pussy. When you break free of that pressure of you have to have somebody to be happy, you'll be a lot happier in life. It's the goddamn truth.
Need to know, right? You ready? Write this down. Touch. I cannot stress this enough. The FUPA. What is the FUPA? Why don't skinnies have a FUPA? Well, according to Urban Dictionary, a FUPA is an acronym for fat upper pubic area. Yummo. But there's other definitions. The fat upper pussy area, the fat upper penile area.
What the fuck is this shit? Acronym for FUPA. FUPA, acronym for fat upper pubic area, common Misrepresentations include fat upper pussy area, fat upper penile area, and farting under pelicans' asses. What? Stop. Oh my god, that is hilarious. Farting under pelicans' asses. What the fuck is that? Even that, dude. Stop. What? What? How do we go from talking about fat chicks to like farting under pelicans' asses? This is ridiculous. This is a silly conversation, you two. Now, even though Tactical Soap is not a sponsor of the channel, they are an affiliate, because I am an affiliate for this awesome soap, and legit. It's Father's Day. Get your dad some Tactical Soap. Links, description box below. You know the deal. Coupon code King Cobra. I'll get you 15% off your next order. Yes. My dad personally likes Maverick, Ocean Breeze. That's one I've noticed he likes. It's the blue and yellow Tactical Soap. I might be on Louder with Crowder this Friday, which would be pretty fucking sick. The dude who says, change my mind. Like, that dude's considered controversial, but it's a chance for me to grow my channel and get people to hear my side of the story. Like, so why was your channel demonetized? Oh, you want to hear some shit. Legit, this is what I'll say on the show. It's the truth. Some non-binary chick named Milo who occasionally identifies as man or as woman or whatever the fuck she's identifying as that day, attack helicopter, fucking stupid shit, makes a video and says that all non-binary / non-trans people are racist, sexist, and all this other shit. And I make a video saying, hey, listen, you fucking snowflake, you can't just make videos ultimately attacking the people for being sexist and racist and homophobic and misogynistic and all that fucking plethora of words. Like, oh, hey, you're a this, and this. Excuse me? Do you even know me personally? No, I'm just assuming that because you're white and you're male. Oh, joy. A long story short, YouTube trolls flagged that video and they're just like, King Cobra is a transphobe, and it's like, no, I support what Milo or Milo, whatever the fuck you want to call your fucking stupid self, does. But you can't just go off and accuse everyone of being sexist and racist when you don't know everybody. It's the truth. You know, like, I don't know if it's legit. You know, like, that's what I hate about being a fucking YouTuber, to be honest. You get some dickhead who's like, oh, hey, man, a much more famous YouTube channel wants to expose you and give you the fame and recognition and pick up a couple subscribers. It's going to be great. You'll have more exposure for your channel and you'll be able to keep doing your thing. You don't know if it's legit or not. All you know is some person texts you and says, hey, we want you on this and this show. Can you do it? And if you're trying to get exposure for your shit, you're like, yes, I'll do it.
And my favourite, by far, farting under pelicans' asses. Anyway, according to Vice News, this is how you have sex with a fat lady.
Farting under pelicans' asses. That is the funniest goddamn shit I've heard in a minute. You pelican fucker. Let's check the PayPal and see if anyone's donated. If you donate to me, I give you a shout out on the live stream. Yes. Yes, $2.68. That's what's up. That's left over from the last time I got monies. Shout out to Roseanne Bailey, Conrad Howie, Logan Klink Hammer, Miriam Leslie, yes, John Adams, Joshua Mariner, Harry Webb Jr., that's what's up, YouTube. You want to shout out on the live streams? Donating to my PayPal works. Yes. Even if it's only like a small amount, like $1, $2. It doesn't have to be something extravagant. You know what I'm saying? Like, every dollar counts. And if you only donate $1, I'll still give you a shout out if you donate to my PayPal. That's the truth.
And I quote, if you want to fuck me, fuck all of me. The hottest hookups are the ones that...
This is the truth. You got some fat chick on social media saying, if you want to fuck her, then fuck all of her. The hottest hookups are the ones that grab her belly like it's a third tit. Yeah, legit. I can't begin to imagine, like, yeah, those are the ones you want to hook up with. Yes, if you're a fat person, you want to hook up with someone who loves every inch of you. Not just the fucking assholes who are like, oh, fucking hell, this was my last option. And I couldn't get laid with anyone hotter, so fuck it. So yeah, you want to hook up with the peoples who are treating this like it's a goddamn treat. Like they're getting laid by one of the hotties.
Grab my belly like it's a third tit, which is actually the name of next year's comedy tour. Fuck me, Deb. We fucking ventured around some weird topics today. Let me tell you that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're overweight, people should be mean to you, but you can't expect everyone to find you attractive, okay?
No, I disagree. Isaac Butterfield, no offense, mate. But if you're overweight, people should not be mean to you. But at the same time, I agree with what you said about you can't expect everyone to find you attractive. But that's the fucking truth. If I expected every woman to find me attractive, and if I got super pissed about it and started claiming all this shaming crap when a woman rejected me, people would be like, oh, Cobra can't handle rejection. Nobody wants to date the autistic boglum retard with balding head. You want to call me bald? You know what I got to say to that? Motherfucker, I got a bald head.
Even if you're fit, not everyone's going to make you feel like loved and wonderful, and not everyone's going to be attracted to you, and that's the way that life works. People have their preferences as
Yeah, so that's the bitch of it. Is people have their preferences. So long as your preferences are of age and it's consensual, who the fuck cares? Like, you want to call me a shallow dickhead because I like women with a curvy, nice hourglass, fucking skinny waist and big titties. There are women out there who fucking like men to have their cocks be 6 feet or above, and for them to be 6 feet tall and have a 6 salary income. And when that's seen as unrealistic, we get told, you have no idea about unrealistic standards. Oh, we don't, because clearly women and men totally face the same argument on this situation when it comes to unrealistic fucking expectations. It's the truth, YouTube. Like, you're gonna call me a piece of shit because I don't have 6 figures in my bank account, but I got everything else. I'm damn near 6 feet tall. I got all the things women look for in a man, minus the income. And the income will come to me. I just gotta keep working at it and keep kicking ass. That's all you can do, YouTube. And you know, the haters want to talk shit on me for having a wand business. Like, have you seen this? Cobra Craft wands? Like, my wands kick ass, dude. And you want to talk shit. At the end of the day, you're jealous that you can't make $200 to $400 in one sitting just by selling your product. And like in 20 minutes flat, no less. That's the truth. Like, my wands are high in demand. A lot of my fans right now are going, holy shit. Because if I can afford it and I got the money on hand, I'll ship the wands out as quickly as I can so the fans get their wands the quickest.
Do you have your preferences? Don't be a fucking idiot and think everyone's gonna.
The bitch of it is a lot of these fat chicks that are bitching about being rejected because men are superficial and shallow and have high standards. Y'all got standards too, dog. Fuck out of here with that fucking hypocrite and bullshit. No, that bald head reference was from a fucking skit. And if you don't know Tyrone, then you don't fucking know, dog. Long dick style. You know what I'm saying? You too. That shit's fucking hilarious.
Gonna love you just because you love your own body and you pretend that all that bullshit's real. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to let me know down below what you do to my fupa. Ladies, fucking don't worry about it. See you, bye.
Fucking hell, YouTube. Fucking hour-long videos. That's what I'm saying. It was Big Brody, not Tyrone, who tells that. Either way, they were both gold. That's what I'm saying. Like Big Brody and Tyrone just doing their fucking thing. That shit was hilarious. Tyrone had some fucking balls. Because this dude, this cracker, I'm not going to say the N-word because I'm not black. But this cracker would go up to dudes and be like, hey, I'm Tyrone, motherfucker, and I'm gonna fuck your wife, long dick style, you heard? And he'd say this shit to fucking the hardest motherfuckers, do all these gangbangers sitting around, and all of a sudden you see them just pulling out guns like, motherfucker, what'd you say? And it's just like, oh, shit. YouTube, I do appreciate y'all's watching this live stream and tuning in for this awesomeness. That's most definitely what's up. I want to raise a Coors Banquet beer to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day, including my own, yes. When I get that album, my next album done, bet I want to buy my dad a $100 Red Lobster gift card, which I would have done with Teespring had I not had other expenses and Teespring hadn't fucked me over. You mean Etsy? God damn it. I meant to say Etsy, not Teespring. Because Teespring has actually been pretty good to me, to be honest. Yes. No, I made $410 on Etsy. And Etsy only gave me like half of it. That was enough to cover my shipping and my expenses. I'm like, what the fuck is that shit? Because Lord knows that my dad puts up with a lot of my shit, and he doesn't have to, but he does it because he loves his son, And that's why my fucking haters are jealous and they talk so much shit. It's because legit, my haters don't have a dad that loves them. That's why they talk shit. The haters don't have what I have, and that's why they talk shit. Oh, it is a gorgeous Casper summer day. Yes. I'm tired of people calling this piss water because it's like, this is good beer, dude. Like, if you approach it with the mentality of, I can't be picky, it's a beer, you'll enjoy it a lot more. Like, you prestigious fucks, or like, oh my god, have you seen Cobra drinking banquet beer like this motherfucker? You already know. Love the energy of the stream. Yes, and I appreciate y'all supporting me. Like, if I'm gonna drink on camera, no passing out on stream. That's bitch bullshit. You're gonna do a video response, then fucking do a video response. Yeah, I'm fixing to play some Grand Theft Auto 5 after this. Because Rockstar North is turning off the internet use for GTA 5 online for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox in December of 2021. And I'm like, why? I get you want people to, like, I get you want people to buy an Xbox or whatever, fuck. Like, I get you're trying to get people to buy more systems, but fuck, dude. That's what I'm saying. Hell yeah, fuck them. You're an adult and an American who can booze on stream if you want. Why play by YouTube's rules when they are already fucking you over? That's the truth. And you know what's the truth? Because I've seen other social media websites fuck people over. Like when I'm seeing Tara Babcock getting fucked with on Patreon, she's not allowed to squeeze her titties on a Patreon video. I'm like, that's fucking dumb. You want to sit there and say, oh my god, you're totally masturbating on Patreon. Like, bitch, how is squeezing your titties masturbating? She's not flicking that bean or tossing a load. Like, fuck off, dude. Yes. I'll be recording a song for my next album after the live stream. I typed up a song on my phone, legit. And yeah, it's a song about drinking beer. Fucking, the quicker I get the album done, the quicker I can get my dad something sweet for Father's Day, a nice $100 gift card for Red Lobster. at the same time, you can't rush perfection. Like, my fans have come to be used, like, they're accustomed to a certain sound, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You listen to Love and Vanity, and it's like the layering on the vocals. Yes. Which a lot of YouTubers now do. They're like layering your own vocals to create a sound. A lot of YouTubers are doing that. And even if it's harmonized or to create your own sound, it's still there, the whole layering your vocals thing. Yes. Now, people hear Love and Vanity, the message behind the music, and they're just like, this takes the fucking bullshit and heartache and hypocrisy and pain of love and turns it into an album. Fuck, this shit goes hard. Anyways, YouTube, I do appreciate y'all watching the live stream. Fuck fat shaming and fuck racism. I'll catch you later. Subscribe for more content.